I'm gonna put my specs back on because I like being able to see. You wear glasses, but you don't wear glasses.
I have glasses, and I wear them when I drive. I have prescription sunglasses that I can leave them in the car.
But you don't wear them. You don't need them to like watch TV or anything.
You know what? I would probably enjoy television more if I wore them.
Yeah.
So I just don't watch as much as I used to. Because I have to go all the way out to the car.
Right.
And get the glasses.
What if you brought them in? Or you had an inside pair?
Yeah, that'd probably be easier. But
are we going?
Apparently, we started a bit ago with this whole chatter about the glasses. I assumed.
Sure.
It's the Krisha and Frank show.
Hi.
I thought you were asking me a topic for the show.
No, I was asking you as a real person.
No, I have them in the car.
Hey, Frank.
I used to wear glasses when I was a kid. What?
Do you wear glasses?
When I was a kid, starting in 5th grade or so, around age 10, and I wore glasses all the way up until I moved to Tennessee.
Okay.
Because then I get here, and like the piece of meat that any disc jockey is, as you know, you're the one who taught me this more than anyone, is they want to know
my jaded self teach.
I think we talked about this maybe on the old show at one point. They want to know, what can they laser you?
Yes.
What can they laser on you or off of you?
I almost got LASIK, and then I changed my mind.
So that's what I got when I first moved here. And I'm glad, because I don't have to wear the glasses. And the weird thing about it is they said, well, we'll leave you a little nearsighted in one eye. So one eye is my distance eye, and one eye is my reading eye. I think I have it backwards. This might be, I don't know. So I don't need reading glasses. I have them for when my eyes get really tired.
Yeah.
But they're the weakest of the 1.0s, which you can't even buy in a store.
Right.
You have to order them online. And and I have like good super duper, like 20/20 distance glasses for when I'm driving.
Yeah. I almost got LASIK. I almost went down the piece of meat route with
what we're talking about is when you work at a radio station, specifically,
or in media in general.
The salespeople, when a new person is hired, they want to know, is she fat, brunette, and does she wear glasses? Because that would be the perfect trifecta. Because they will put you on a diet, and they will laze off your your hair.
Oh, they will laser your hair. I had that done.
If you're blonde, they can't.
Right.
And they'll laze off your eyes so that you don't need glasses anymore. That's the perfect. That's one of the perfect trifectas.
And that's so you have it and you make money, or you get the services. It's not technically a bad thing. The laser hair removal was fantastic. I just had to stop when I quit working there, and it all comes back. They don't really. It all
permanent.
No, it all comes back.
Oh, okay, it's just all right.
You have to go in for maintenance. Like it hurt like a mofo, and it all comes back if you stop. So
all right.
Do with it what you will, but it was fantastic while I had it done.
Yeah.
And I almost did LASIK, but when I went in for the second consultation, I had a something in my eye that was going to make it just mildly difficult, and I was like, nah,
it's not bothering.
And wearing glasses and contacts doesn't bother me.
So I was an easy candidate for the LASIK. They're like, oh yeah, you're going to be easy. In fact, we're not even going to give it all away. We're going to leave us a little wiggle room,
right, in
case we want to go back and do an update later, which I could. I had that option to go get more LASIK.
Yeah,
but I thought, no, just give me stronger glasses and I'll be fine.
Yeah, I the only time that wearing glasses bothers me is now when I wear a mask and I'm going into the crowds or something. And I have a really great mask that doesn't fog. I have two that
are like pinch your nose.
It's not a pinch nose, but it's so fitted, and it's a friend made them for me specifically because I wear glasses. And it's great, but any of those are dirty, which I have like a bunch of masks now, so I wash them regularly. Then I'll grab whatever one I have and I'll pop into the Kroger or whatever. And
can you imagine in the future that we'll have at the entrance to these stores, we'll have mask washing stations where you just drop a mask in and it comes out of the bottom of the machine and then you put it back on?
That would be fantastic.
I don't know why I thought of that, but it just occurs to me that that's the plan, is they want us to wear masks forever. They're going to have mask services.
I really don't have a problem with...
We're going to have vending machines for masks.
Other countries, people have been wearing masks for decades.
But there's business. I'm thinking from like an entrepreneur here.
Yeah.
Like, that's right?
Yeah. No, I am on board with you. I'm just thinking of all of the people that already aren't wearing masks.
Oh,
And
well, I mean, of course, the ultimate goal in what you're hearing about is, well, when things are safe, we'll take off the masks.
Right.
Or when everybody gets the vaccine, or when the virus numbers go down. Or that's the goal, you think, is to go back to pre-mask world.
Yeah.
Because we like to see our faces.
I mean, faces are good.
Faces are good. They have a whole book of faces.
They do. They
have a whole... I don't know if you heard of this. They have a whole book, and it's called The Facebook.
It is The Facebook.
Have you been on it?
I have, and what is today? Today is...
Tuesday the 22nd.
Tuesday the 22nd, so...
12/22.
I am going on a 30-day social media free starting on January 1.
Well, how are you going to share our show?
Exactly.
I'm not show it.
But it's going.
No one's
to
going to be able to see us.
They will see us. You share it enough, and I will. I have to. I desperately need to.
All right.
I need a 30-day cleanse.
Okay.
It's good. It's a good thing.
I've known people who got paid to take a Facebook cleanse.
Oh, is that more meat?
What do you mean by meat?
Like we were talking about getting Lasik and all that.
No, there's a few people that we know specifically who were contacted by Facebook and said, we will pay you money to not use our product during the election cycle.
Fantastic.
And then you have to do some kind of... we may want to see if this person is allowed to talk about it.
That's super cool.
But I know two guys who were paid money to stay off of Facebook.
Now I'm trying to think who I haven't seen in a while.
I mean, I can write down their names and tell you one. I don't think you know one of them.
Okay.
But one of them I'm positive you know. And they were paid to stay off Facebook for some kind of experiment. And some kind of political experiment.
Did this include Facebook's other owned entities? Because they own pretty much all of the other ones as well.
Yeah, they own WhatsApp and they own Instagram.
Yeah.
But that's it. They don't own
Twitter or TikTok.
Or LinkedIn.
No, it's
you could go on LinkedIn for the month of January.
No, I honestly, it's not because anything bad is happening. It's because I want to do more with my life, and I'm on social media too much.
Does that mean? See, I don't see you as a Facebook person very much. I think
not.
You're more of a... What do you on mostly? Snapchat and TikTok?
Instagram is my number one.
That's your jam. I thought Twitter was your number one.
I surf Instagram more, and I use it's Twitter and Instagram. Those are my two.
All right, Twinstagram.
Yeah, but it's not anything like I'm not like
Instagritter.
Right. I don't hate social media. I think it serves a really fantastic purpose, and I enjoy it for the most part. And like I said, it's nothing bad. I would like to experience life without I've never done like a social media cleanse. So I'm gonna do that, and I'm sure that for 1 month that other people will take up my sharing of the work.
Would you do that? Would you pledge to post and share and get us more viewers and listeners on the Krisha and Frank show
For the month of January?
Well, you can start now.
No, you can start now, but
Please
I'm not starting now.
Please, I mean, we have an important meeting today.
We very much do. Another one. Yeah.
That's right. It's the follow-up to the last important meeting.
Which is good. It's a good thing.
My sister's been texting me. When's your follow-up meeting? I'm like, it's coming up. It's coming. It's coming.
If you go down the path.
I know. So she's worried. She's looking out for me.
Be careful if you go down the path.
I'm going to stop the path.
Okay.
Because you know why?
Why?
Because that path might lead us to a brand new home at hutchandhoward.com.
It very well might if you go down that path. hutchandhoward.com. They're so fantastic. And this is such a great time that the people across the street from me are moving today.
Wow.
As I was leaving, they're getting out of their house. But
and around me, there's folks sniffing around, looking at the real estate market, because it is a seller's market still in East Tennessee. So that's great if you live here. And the reason is a lot of you want to move here and buy a home in our beautiful area.
So, and I have several friends that are downsizing right now, and that are realizing that throughout quarantine that they can downsize their lives by moving or by getting a different house.
Well, I mean, you like to joke about the podcast mansion, which is... Yeah, I mean, we bought it when we had people.
Yeah.
You know, but
you
I mean,
did half joke about me moving into your basement. That hurt my heart.
why?
Because I'm grown. I don't need to move in anywhere.
No, it was.
I know.
You think for a minute. So, I mean, if you were desperate, I'm sure Miss Jerry would want to take care of you.
Well, that's lovely. That is a lovely sentiment.
It was a joke. There's not even any plumbing downstairs. No,
you'd have to be up here.
No, you can't.
That's not happening.
Yeah.
Oh my god! Please support us. Go to hutchinhour.com. Whatever you do helps. And you're sick. Although now people are like,
if you see Krisha at Lowe's buying a chamber pot, you'll know something has gone bad.
You don't get those at Lowe's. You get those at the medical supply company.
I had no idea. Oh, you know what?
What?
Genera. We could get the ones that are made out of sawgrass and sorghum.
Bingo, bango.
Oh, right.
Hutch and Howard, they service all over East Tennessee. If you want to go downtown, West Knoxville, heck, Athens and Halls. I was going to say Hathens and Alls.
Hathens and Alls. I think that's a brand of cough drop, isn't it?
Hathens and Alls.
Go ahead. Hit the button, Max.
If you're buying or selling your home, trust a professional, don't do it alone. From the sunflower fields to the Sunsphere Tower, there's a knowledgeable name. It's Hutch and Howard.
Part of Keller Williams Realty, East Office, independently owned and operated.
It's Hutch and Howard.
You almost did it.
Almost.
It was really close.
I was trying to hit the post there.
Yeah, you almost. You were so close.
Should I have gone slower?
Yeah.
Well, anyway.
So yesterday I was telling you about an experience that I had, and this plays into talking about social media because I'm not in the market for another human in my life currently.
By that you mean a boyfriend?
Yes.
You're not going to the singles.
No.
bars.
No. I'm kind of doing my thing.
Singles bars, like there's a singles bar open.
I don't know. There's several in town that keep getting cited for being open. So.
Oh, didn't know.
Anywho, but I was in a conversation with a friend of mine who is on Facebook dating. And
what is this? Is that like carbon dating? I need an explanation. What is Facebook dating?
So on Facebook, you can, much like you know how they're dating apps, Bumble and Hinge and Tinder. You've heard of these?
I've heard of Tinder.
Okay, so like,
and I've heard of none of the. No,
right,
wait.
Like
I thought there was the ones. That's not the names I was thinking of.
Well, there's Tinder, then there's Bumble, then there's Hinge, then there's Plenty of Fish, then there's
Plenty of Fish. I knew a guy who did that one.
Match.com.
I know somebody who did that one. Whereas now you're talking about language.
Right. So, but Hinge and Bumble are in the new.
What do you get like a Bumble the Snowman? Who do you find on Bumble?
Anyway,
I bumbled into somebody.
It's all the same people.
I'm just saying that Bumble seems like a poor name for an app.
And I've downloaded them and used them more as an experiment. Like, what is this all about? Just so I know it.
Sounds like you were fishing.
No, I mean, like at one point I was on Hinge and I went on a date and it was terrible.
Then do you become unhinged?
I'm mostly unhinged.
Another terrible name for a dating app.
Anywho, so I was like, I'm going to check out Facebook dating and just see like how. So you can. It takes your Facebook profile and it makes it into a dating profile.
It's mind-boggling, but of course, if Facebook has all of these other, there's Facebook Watch and Facebook Marketplace and Facebook, all these other things that I don't use.
Facebook Jobs and all that.
It would totally make sense that they would have a dating app that I don't use.
And so I have
Is it a separate app to download?
No, it's part of Facebook. And so he's been using it for a while. And he was just talking about how ridiculous it is. I'm like, well, I'm going to check this out. So the other day I did the little Facebook dating thing. And you
check it out because you're just morbidly curious, or because what if you found somebody? What if?
No.
Why would you walk through
because
that
I'm not engaging. Here, just let me tell you what happened.
You're driving me crazy.
Because here I go. I do the dumb little thing. I take maybe 5 minutes and I'm like, nah, I was watching TV and I was like, I'll just set this up and I put my phone down. And I was doing some paperwork. I'm doing a little life management. And about an hour later, I went back to my phone where it was sitting on my little charger. I had 60-something notifications.
From Horn Dog 1, Horn Dog 2, Horn Dog 3.
Now, I will tell you...
all the way up through Horn Dog 59 and Horn Dog 60.
I get direct and private messages on Instagram and stuff on a fairly regular basis of mostly borderline inappropriate, some of them massively inappropriate.
I think this is a problem for women in general, right?
Yeah.
It's not just you.
And most of my things, anyway, most of these, I don't want to offend anyone by talking about.
I don't think you're going to offend me.
By talking about the people who it's like, so-and-so liked your profile, so-and-so liked your picture, so-and-so commented here, so-and-so sent you a message.
Yeah. You can tell when somebody is sniffing around.
There is a particular type of man that I, or most women, either apparently attract on dating apps, or there is a particular type of man who is on a dating app. But I will tell you this. I'm going to
go with B. I'm going to say the second.
I will tell you this. If you are a man on a dating app attempting to date a woman on a dating app, I can only speak from my personal experience. If you have a picture of yourself standing in front of your bathroom mirror, shirtless, taking a selfie through your bathroom mirror, and you are in this pose, or you are in this pose.
This is the one with the underarm hair showing, right? What's this one?
Or this one is that I'm showing my muscles.
Showing my arm muscle.
And you look so disinterested. I'm so apathetic, except I'm flexing really hard, but it's like, again.
Are these actually them, or do you buy these from some kind of
these are actually them
stock
because
photo agency?
They have more than that.
Okay.
But also, if you have the one where you're tucked in, you've got a thumb or a hand tucked in, and you're pulling your jeans down.
That's no. Where are you getting this from?
There is nothing attractive under any circumstances. But after I sifted through these 50 whatever notifications, I immediately deleted Facebook dating. Because
you have to.
I just, good for you putting yourself out there. Just good for you. But it is not an easy time.
Maybe you need the girl, the friend who's the girl, to tell you this. That's because if it's not working, guys. Just
give it a minute. You see, just give it a like. If she responds, maybe then send her a message. But do not immediately like, comment, and send a private message.
That's overkill.
So
you have a post
terrible.
of a picture of yourself,
right? And it says how old I am.
The profile. So I like the profile, follow it.
So you on the Facebook dating, you can like somebody, or you can or comment on their picture, on one of the pictures they have, or comment on a prompt, because a lot of these dating apps, they've got prompts. Name your favorite 3 TV shows. What do you do in your time off? My idea of a favorite date. And here's
What's your mother's maiden name?
These are all things, and I totally get that right now, online dating is probably the safest and best way that you could meet people. And to be perfectly honest, sometimes people just want somebody to talk to. And I get that, because there's a difference in being alone and being lonely. And if you're lonely, I get it. You just want to
have a podcast with your friend. That's what you want.
So, but it's an interesting thing. And again, I don't think I'm going to attempt to meet someone on a dating app. I have no interest.
This is why you're cutting off social media for 30 days.
That's not why I'm cutting off social media for 30
days.
No, I'm cutting off social media for 30 days to just spend some time with me and my family and my kids, and just be in life, in real life, IRL. I want some IRL time.
Okay.
Yeah.
But that also means that you don't have to worry about these boys liking.
Well, I deleted it. I deleted it very
Are they also still trying to get into your Instagrams? And what do you...
most of the people that send me messages on Instagram, I either know or am acquaintances with.
Because you have to allow them to follow you before they'll...
No, I'm not. I don't have a private Instagram.
Right.
So anybody can send me a message on Instagram. Great. Now you know.
No, I'm curious about this.
No, I'm saying I'm just putting out there in the world. Anyone can send me a message.
I do not follow private Instagrams because I'm afraid, I think I've told you this before, right?
Yeah.
Have I told you this before? That if someone follows me on Instagram and I know them, I'm like, oh, great, I'll try to follow them back. But if it says this profile is private, I'm like, oh, they're not interested. I'm not gonna. I can't risk the rejection of them saying no. So I don't.
That's funny.
Try to follow anybody who's got a private Insta profile.
We have kind of talked about that, but that's a funny reason to not follow. Like you fear the rejection of not being close enough to them to follow their private Instagram.
Yeah. I had this conversation with a girl who I don't know that well. She was dating. She's a teacher, and she was dating.
Right here.
She was dating a guy in Einstein Simplified. Mm-hmm. Okay, and they've since moved out of town. And she's like, "How come you didn't follow me back on Instagram?" I said, "Because you have a private profile, and it's none of my business what you post." And she's like, "No, really, you could have." And I said, "Well, how do I know that? It's I
hit follow and somebody approves or denies."
Right. I said, "I can't take the rejection." So she took my phone and she followed herself, and then took her phone and accepted it and said, "There."
Well, and I
was okay with that.
For a long time I had a public Instagram and a private Instagram because working in media, I didn't want.
You have your Finsta and your Rinsta and your Insta.
Well, I still have a fake Instagram, but it's for other things. But look, the girl needs her private life. But I had a fake, or not a fake, I had a public Instagram, and it's like our friend Tirsa Smith.
Yeah.
She has her public Instagram and Facebook, and she has a private Instagram and Facebook. And she won't, because,
you don't cross the streams.
Right. I don't want to put my kids, if I'm putting my kids out into the world when I was on air, especially, I want to make sure that it's not just, it's a control factor.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But, teachers, of course they have private Instagrams.
Yeah, they have to.
Because all their students have Instagram. And if, a teacher's out there having a nice time at a bachelorette party and it gets tagged on Instagram, you don't want your 14-year-old seeing what you're doing on the gram.
Always used to amuse me that the local news anchors would have to go down to Chattanooga to have a girls' night out at the bar.
Yeah.
Back in the old days.
Yeah.
When they could go to bars.
Yeah. Remember bars?
All right.
Restaurants.
Well, wish us luck today. Say a prayer for us around 2 o'clock this afternoon for another one of those super important business meetings. And
it's fine.
And we'll be back tomorrow as we get closer and closer to Christmas. And Jerry's already worried about what is she going to put up for January.
Snowmen.
She hates snowmen, though.
Well, not snowmen.
I mean, she'll do it for January, because I guess. But
she hates snowmen. We'll figure something out.
Well, she hates snowmen. I don't know what. We'll have to ask her.
Subscribe and comment and tell us what our next decoration should be. We'll let the audience pick.
There you go. Please, put in the comments. We'll talk to you tomorrow on the Krisha and Frank Show.
They're going to be like, snowmen. Sometimes I say too much.
That's the point of the show. That was part of the description.